everybody. I've got a few things to talk about. So Minecraft 1.8.1 is out, and also this is going to be the third video I'll have edited and rendered in Sony Vegas, but it's going to be the first one released, so that's something. Hopefully it will be an improvement. Stray XP. Oh wow, that's a lot of stray XP. So yeah, a few things to talk about. First of all is new subscriber today, so it's very convenient in that regard that I haven't started recording this sooner. It's inconvenient in several other regards because I have to get all of this recorded, edited, rendered and uploaded tonight in order for it to be up in time tomorrow, because I will not be back before 5 PM. So the things I wanted to talk about. So the new subscriber is Tony Kelly. Hello Tony Kelly. 12 hours ago. Hello. 12 hours ago. So that's happened within the day, which probably makes you the subscriber that's gotten the fastest response. Look at you. So I talked about Vegas, I talked about subscriber. So 1.8.1, things have changed in 1.8.1. Maps have changed some colours, which hopefully will be an improvement because I've long thought maps needed work. Mobs apparently no longer run from creepers. Now I don't know whether that's... I'm guessing it's not a bug because it's not in the bug list. So I guess they've just removed that feature where mobs would run away from a creeper that's about to explode. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's a performance issue or something. And newly generated witch huts can spawn witches on more levels. Now, I am planning to cheat a little bit here, because as you know if you've been watching the series from the start, I have found a witch hut, so it's not going to be newly generated in 1.8.1. I will delete that chunk in MC Edit so that I can regenerate it, because I want to take advantage of that. I don't think that's cheating too much. Because I'm not changing anything, I'm just making it sort of basically retrogen it, so to speak. Force retrogen. Some of the bug fixes are a bit interesting. The oldest one that was on record that was still open, I'm sure a few of you know about, most of you know about probably actually, player facing changing, passing through nether portals. So that's been fixed, finally. Air blocks floating in water is one that I've observed myself, that's been fixed. Chicken jockey riding inside the chicken, been fixed. Beacon beams disappearing when looking upwards, that was introduced in 1.8 because of the optimizations, that's been fixed. End credits making no mention of the Mog Miner or Sarge. That wasn't exactly a bug, was it? But that's been sorted out, they are now mentioned. The one I find amusing, can't place buttons on top of redstone blocks. I mean, yeah, that is a bug, so it did need fixing, but I mean, decoration is the only reason I can think of why anyone would want to put a button on top of a redstone block, because it wouldn't be of any use whatsoever in terms of redstone. So yeah, 1.8.1, they don't seem to have fixed the pigment XP thing yet. It's not in the changelog at any rate, as far as I can tell, so that's good. They're probably working on that for 1.8.2. But anyway, as I said last episode, I think the thing I'm going to start looking at today is the witch hut. So I think the first thing I'm going to need to do is eat. I need to repair my pickaxe. How many diamonds have I got other than not enough? Let's just see. Oh wow. I can't do anything with that. It's completely unrepairable. Wow, okay. So I guess my only option is to wear it out and start with a new one. Sticks, 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 sticks. Do I not have any sticks? Wow. Where's my wood? Let's sticks. Do you think I've got enough levels? I'm not sure. Efficiency 3, that's terrible. Let's grab some lapis. I've only got a little bit of lapis. Not all that much. Certainly don't have even more here, waiting to come through. Let's just enchant iron hoe, just so, whatever. What? Are you serious? You can't enchant a hoe? Wow, that's terrible. Alright. What can I get now? Unbreaking 3. And with any... I need a new bookshelf. Leather. I haven't got a lot of leather, obviously. Do I have any paper lying around? Or just any books, generally? I feel like I should have, but apparently not. No? Huh. Okay. That's fine. Three books, and then... add a bookshelf. That's that. Let's put the leather away. The sugar... no, sugar cane, thank you. Let's give this a go. Just unbreaking 3. Disappointing. Oh, they've messed that up a little bit, haven't they? That's going on to a new line there. Let's just... because that's not going to help at all, is it? Unless I do that way around. That way around might work. No? No? Okay. Might be worth combining those. That's 11. That's 20. So I've got Unbreaking 3 on my Silk Touch. I'll hold off on that. Okay, so you go there, you whatever, and yeah, witch hut. Okay, here we are. It's not the most ideal location. There's a lot of land around that I'd have to flatten, especially this hill. I suppose I can slab it. And I would say I bet there are a load of caves, but I'm not going to look. I can already see there's stuff under there from the tile entities, and it is so tempting to... no. So this is the witch hut that I've found. And all I'm going to do... what's that over there? I think that's... from some of my explorations, I guess. What was I saying? See, I know that's a dungeon down there. Where's that below? Oh, I'm going to find that dungeon in the course of caving to up the rates here, that's good. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I don't believe I've changed anything in this area at all. I don't believe. Which is good because it means I can delete the chunk and have it recreated without gaining any advantage other than what the update would give me if I'd generated this chunk after it happened. Well, I am going to be generating the chunk after the update, that's kind of the point. So, let's see, is that entirely within that chunk? It looks like it is. Ooh, it's only just within the chunk. Let's... just for the sake of argument. So if I delete those 3 chunks and then head over there. Yes. Okay. Oh. Now, obviously I'm not going to walk all the way over there. I'm developing my nether tunnels. I'm going to continue to develop my nether tunnels. So I'm bringing along some obsidian. I'm not going to do a proper witch farm at this point. I'm going to do an extremely ghetto one. Because I don't yet know exactly what design I'll use. I like the one that Tango used, which I think might have been by Panda or something. I should have checked that before I started recording again. Oh well. The Tango used on Hermitcraft. But that's designed for 2 platforms, so it would need alteration. It's probably simple alteration, but it would need alteration nonetheless. So for now, ghetto. Now on the way there, I'm going to... I think it's kind of a thing that a lot of Let's Players would talk about real life now and again. I guess? So I got my first... Hang on, let me work out what I'm doing with my coordinates before I get confused. So I need to be going this way and this... Really? North, east... Oh yeah, I suppose it would be. So that's just going to be 26. Please don't let there be lava right behind here. So yeah, I got my first payslip today, which is cool, I guess. So I am now not going to tell you how much I earn amount richer. Oh, I should be using Silk Touch on that, balls. Oh well. We're going to do 194, which makes up for the fact that I got Sony Vegas Pro 13. It was not cheap, as I'm sure some of you know. I'm wasting this efficiency pick on Netherrack, I really am. I think I'll leave this open, might be useful at some point. But yeah, so that's nice. I have actually now had my first bit of salary for my job, which is I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's a little weird, but you know, it's all progress because I've upgraded my software. Now I need to start looking at upgrading my hardware. I definitely need more drive space to carry on doing videos, because otherwise I have to start deleting my videos because I simply don't have room to keep them. I also need more RAM, I think, to really, to speed up things like rendering, so that I can actually do other things on my computer while it's rendering a video. I think Vegas is slightly better than Movie Maker in that regard. It doesn't seem to be quite as much of a hog. It's a CPU hog, but it doesn't seem to be quite as much of a RAM hog. But yes, that's something else to upgrade. And then of course I also need a proper microphone, because let's face it, using my webcam mic is not very good. It's sufficient, but it's not very good. So this should be about the right place. Doesn't have to be exact. Hopefully it's not turned night while I've been in the nether. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Right, don't do it, you cannot sleep now, well I shouldn't because they won't be able to spawn right next to me. Okay. So, again with that unlocking, yes. I'm just having a quick look at settings here. Entity shadows, that's the new thing they've added. The ability to turn on and off shadows, which is quite good. Okay, yeah, whatever. So here we are at the witch hut, which should now be able to... That looks very green over there. Oh yeah, there's Optifine for 1.8, I need to get that. Balls. So that should now be able to spawn witches on 3 levels, which is obviously good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside and grab the crafting table, because then I deliberately didn't bring one because I knew I'd be able to get one here. Drink. Let's put it there so I can use it as a jump thing. Why not? So yeah, I'm going to get started on constructing a basic witch farm here. I'm going to take out some of these trees, and I'll be back with you when I've made some progress. It's decent scenery. I'm going to have to make it all flat, or at least slabbed, which will be equally uninteresting looking. Oh well. Okay, so this should be the 3 platforms according to the new heights at work. I don't know why I was talking about flattening this area out entirely, because my AFK area is going to be up in the sky, so that it doesn't load all under the caves and everything, so I don't need to go caving or to get good rates. The design is JL, I can never remember this, JL2579s. I am considering doing what Red Eyes did on Hermitcraft, which is an Iron Golem method, but I think I'll go with JLs, or a modified version of JLs accordingly, with the new 3 platform thing. But that's a long way off either way. This is ghetto as hell. I could just do iron golems, I'm not short on iron. Make the whole thing out of hoppers, then put iron golems in. Could do it. Yeah, you know what, let's do that as my ghetto one at least. I don't know why I'm filling this in, I just think it looks horrible with all these little patchy bits. So yeah, I guess I'll go and get some iron and... oh, I need pumpkins. I don't suppose they're only around here, are they? By any chance? Maybe? No? Okay. So I'll go and sort that out. No, see, the problem with iron golems is... I can't now cover that up. Well, whatever. Let's just do that. This is just a test, really. So, I've been feeling weird going through nether portals, and I've just realised why. One of the other things they've fixed is the slight Y offset when you go through a portal that would make you basically go bump, like that, as you came through a portal. And I'm so used to that that it feels weird to not have it now. I almost feel like they shouldn't have fixed it because I'm so used to it. Okay, so that is actually dark in there. It doesn't look like it is, but it's pretty dark in there. This is the only light getting in, or it should be. So if I move away far enough, I should be able to get witches in there. Might take a while for one to spawn, but it should be able to happen. Let's go over here a bit, and upwards is useful. Now would be a good time to have Optifine. If I keep pointing that way, if I suddenly start to go up to 8, then that'll suggest a witch has spawned. Entity count staying at 7, which is the iron golems and 4 other things. Six, a squid just disappeared, I think. I saw that happen. Ah, there we go, that's just the golems there now. So if I see that go up, that means a witch has spawned, most likely. Come on. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to give me any. Who knows, maybe I missed one. Maybe one happened and I missed it. As you can see, it is dark in there because look at the golems, they're all gloomy. But certainly it should be possible to get witches in there, assuming the coordinates, the Y coordinates, the wiki states for the new bounding box are correct. I'm pretty sure there must be. It can't have added more at the top. Well, it could have, but I don't think so. Let's just take the golems out. How am I on achievements anyway? I haven't checked my achievements in ages. I haven't made a cake yet. Man, I was planning to do that way back, wasn't I? I certainly can now. Still need to do that. That's not happening anytime soon, I shouldn't think. That I need to do to a zombie. That is going to take a while. That is going to be so easy. I'll do that when I go back to my base. I still need to cook some fish. Overkill I haven't got yet. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so let's... And if I look in here, light 2, 2 sky. Why is it 2 sky, 3 sky, 4 sky? Oh yeah, it's coming from over here, isn't it? Yeah, it's coming in because of the chest. So it is almost completely dark in here. It just doesn't look like it because I've got the gaps, but that's the thing with slabs. They actually do block light, they just don't look like they do. Let's do that. No, wrong thing. That. Just so that it's as dark as possible in there. And then here, jump you fool. Oh wow, the delay and the damage there. There we go. So I can now quite easily see into there and see if there are any witches in there, which is nice. Which is nice. No. What I wouldn't give for a builder's wand. But this is vanilla, so you know. Let's come over here and see if I can. Might be easier if I take out this bit of hill. Just lop it off. There we go. So now I can stand over here and I should be able to see in there. Maybe get rid of this grass. Oh, I just saw the entity count go up. But was it witches? Well, there aren't any in there, are there? Yeah, here. Doesn't look like it. There we go, we have witches. So at least the top layer is definitely working. No, we have zombies. Why do we have zombies? And what? And possibly a creeper? That's not right. Okay, that's a zombie. That's a skeleton. Zombie. Skeleton. And there is a spider in there. I love my bow, that's a strong bow. But that's... Okay. This is at 71, which is supposed to be in the correct range. It's supposed to be the highest it can go. And I put it up there so that when I have the AFK thing, I don't have to be... well, I don't have to cut down as much of this land here. Nothing in there? No? That's really annoying. They should not have been able to spawn in there. And there's nothing in the bottom one, is there? No. Very odd. Well, I've totally run out of time for this episode, both in terms of the length of it. I mean, I could cut bits and do more, but yeah. Well, I could cut bits and do more, but I've also run out of time because it is 10:15 on Thursday night, and I need to get this rendered, check it's okay, and upload it before I go to bed tonight so that it's scheduled for tomorrow, because I won't be back in time. So, I guess we haven't been all that successful. I think I'm going to have to try moving everything down by one and see if they'll work then. If that doesn't work, I may have to re-delete the chunks and re-pop instead of just delete. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is with MC Edit with that, but I can try some things. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you've enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like. Share, favourite and comment, help support the channel. Follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with what's going on, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.